Hi guys, it's Lexi, and today we are actually going to be doing something completely different. If you can't tell, my makeup is a little done, but I am missing a few things. That's because today we are actually going to be doing a review on a product rather than a full makeup. Today we are going to be talking about Storybook Cosmetics. They have, in the past, they have released makeup brushes that were based off of Harry Potter wands. Those wands specifically were based off of the wands that the Harry Potter characters had. I don't think they are going to be making another set of those wands. I don't think they're going to be making another set of those wands, but what I do know is that they have made their own. I did the pre-sale on these wands and they look like this. They are already washed actually. I just put them back in their plastic cases. They are pretty substantial. The packaging is very cute. It has their logo on it. So they're Harry Potter inspired. This is actually a big thing. These wands I paid $57 for the set. I don't think they're metal. I think they're just a really nice plastic. Get a tapered blending brush, a regular blending brush, a flat lining brush, a packing brush, and a large shadow brush. And here are their ends. So the large shadow brush, here are the ends. The large shadow brush, the packing brush, the lining brush, the blending brush, and the tapered blending brush. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to apply my eyeshadow on camera using these brushes, and I am going to let you guys know how well they work. Like I said, I paid about $57 for them, including shipping. It's about $60 for this whole set. If you're a Harry Potter collector, this is definitely something that you would want to have. I do know that later on in the year, I think in a couple of months, right now it is February, they're probably going to be releasing in March, the Wizardry and Witchcraft eyeshadow palette, which I think I've seen a lot of people, a lot of people have talked about this palette and everybody's very, very excited about it. So, okay, let's get started. I am going to be using my all-time absolute favorite eyeshadow palette for this look. These are all eyeshadow brushes, so obviously it's best to just use I'm going to test using my favorite because I know how it works with my other eyeshadow brushes. This is the Lorac Black Tie palette. It's a special edition palette. You can't really find it anywhere else, so unfortunately for anybody who wants it, it doesn't get sold anymore. But from what I can tell with this Lorac palette, it's nice. It's nice. So it's a really nice palette. I really trust this palette, so I know that if anything wrong were to happen, it's because of the brushes. I also used an eyeshadow primer today, and that is so that I can get the most out of this pigment. Also, it's an eyeshadow primer that I very, very much trust. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm very excited about this. I guess I'll just take the regular shadow brush with this end, and I'm going to go ahead and set my whole lid using this color right here. I can tell you guys now that these brush heads are very, very soft. Yeah. Okay, so they feel really nice so far. Most of the things that I am watching out for is actually the bristles coming off, roughness, and smoothness of application. So that was actually pretty great. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Tapered Blending brush. I am going to go ahead and go into this color. I'm going to go ahead and go into this color for my crease shade. I made a mistake. I'm going to take the blending brush. I'm going to go into my crease shade. I like to use big fluffy brushes for my crease shade because I tend to like to go pretty ham on my crease. I don't really have a crease, so I like to create one. Mostly for, I usually use my crease shade mostly for color transitioning reasons. That applied pretty nicely. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to keep building up the crease shade. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the tapered brush. I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I'm going to deepen this shade right here. I'm going to deepen my crease. It's kind of sparkly, but whatever. Yeah, it's applying. So far, no hairs have fallen out. No hairs have attached to my lid. It's just looking really good. Like, what am I? Then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go into this gold shade. I'm going to use this packing brush. I'm really going to get that on there. And I'm going to pack it on top of my lid. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to take my blending brush. I'm going to blend just right there. It looks like it's applying very nicely. Like I can't really, so they're performing pretty well. I am going to say that with the stipulation of these are definitely a collector's item. These are not, they're performing like makeup brushes. I have to say the heads of the brushes are very nice quality. They aren't pulling at my lid. They're not really pulling at my skin, which is really good because that means that it'll actually make less wrinkles on your eyelid in the future. Okay, I'm going to take the packing brush again. I'm going to go ahead and go into this pink color. And I'm going to do my inner corners. Turned out quite pretty. And finally, I don't have any eyeliner that is in a pot to test this out, so I'm actually going to be using Jeffree Star's Weirdo. It's this liquid lipstick is safe on the eyes to use. I've never used it on my eyes before, so there's a first time for everything. This is gonna be difficult. Okay, that looks horrible. Yeah, so it's not supposed to be used this way. I'm going to clean off this brush and I am going to use it in a completely different way. Okay, so the brush is clean. It's pretty much dry. I'm going to go into my Naked palette. I'm going to go into the color, I'm going to take the color Creep, which is pretty much just like a sparkly black. And I'm going to go over the Jeffree Star liner that I trashed my face with. Okay, so that is the brushes. I'm going to go ahead, apply some mascara, and I will give you my first impressions. Okay, first impressions time. So the makeup brushes are actually very, very, very good quality. Like I said before, as I was applying them, they didn't really drag on my skin, which is really good. When you have makeup brushes that drag on your skin, it actually creates wrinkles. So I think these are gonna be my go-to makeup brushes from now on, mostly because a lot of my eyeshadow brushes, they do pull on my skin, they do hurt, they are painful. In my next video, I am actually reviewing Wet n Wild, so you will know about those brushes from that brand. Give you a hint, not too bad. And these are actually really, really nice. I have to say the liner brush gave me problems. I think for the liner brush, it's better to do something that's smoked out, like how I fixed my eyeliner. When I fixed my eyeliner, what I did is I applied a black shadow and then I kind of blended it out a little bit on the sides to make sure that it wasn't a sharp, crisp line. So if you're doing something where you're going pretty close to the lash line and you're going to be blending it out, that's what I would suggest this liner brush for. I don't suggest it for actually lining your eyes. Everything else though, these guys right here, I am probably going to be using them all the time from now on. Like, they're great. They're really great. They are very smooth. They do a really good job at applying everything. I have to say, on this eye, I started out with the tapered brush for my crease color, and it didn't really work out very well, mostly because it was a little like too angled. I did have a little tiny bit of a problem blending out with this, but once I got used to it, like on this eye is like Gucci and this eye is like Walmart. This is definitely this is my Walmart eye. But it looks good, so it doesn't matter. My eyes right now, they're sisters, not twins. I gotta say that. Okay, so got Storybook Cosmetics, their brushes, A+++. And I know they spend a great deal of time creating these products. They are an indie company. Please, 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 if you guys have the money and you guys have the opportunity to buy these brushes, yes, 100%. Get them, just because they do apply really, really well. I did all of this, all of this, that's good. Ugh. If you guys want to see more product reviews on single products like this, please leave a comment below, let me know. Also, in the description box, you can find my Facebook page, my Snapchat, and my Instagram. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.